Everybody for coming today. I think the abundance of people that made time on their Wednesday morning to be here just shows you that our organization from the start has been built around a community of people that come together and care about people. None of our work would be possible without the generous contributions of time and effort and insights from everybody that is here. So thank you so much for your time. I know you have a lot going on. We are extremely excited this morning to cut our ribbon on Faith Community Clinic, Northern Kentucky's first full-time free clinic. We are so excited for what it means. We have some speakers from the city of Newport, a great partner of ours, a board member who's our clinic medical director, and I'll make a few comments at the end also, and then we'd love to welcome you up to the clinic to take a tour and have some refreshments with us. Before we do that, I'd love to thank some really important organizations and individuals that made this all possible, because we truly couldn't do it without them. Again, thank you to the city of Newport. They have been a wonderful partners of ours for the last 4 years since we moved our facilities down here, always working with us to continue to make this place better, including just making this a great city to be able to live and work and provide services in. So we're so grateful for all of you, and that so many of you showed up today. Thank you. The UK College of Medicine, this clinic would not be possible without the UK College of Medicine, Northern Kentucky, and Dr. Holly Danneman, who is their Associate Dean. They have done so much. They're a critical partner in ours in delivering services, and we are so excited to have them because it means our work goes beyond just ensuring that people get health care. That would be enough. But in addition, we get to help shape and develop the next generation of healthcare leaders so that they're thinking about low-income health and how to address it, because it is unique. Thank you to the UC College of Pharmacy, who has been a partner of ours for an extremely long time and is partnering with us in the clinic, and their Associate Dean, Kelly Eflin. Thank you to St. Elizabeth and Cincinnati Children's, who both made in-kind donations of almost all of our furniture and medical equipment upstairs that you will see. Thank you to Seven Hills, who gave generously of their time and effort to make our space ready and to put in a lot of hours to make it great. Thank you especially to our board of directors. They are incredible and have done incredible work and have an incredible passion for what we do and have made sacrifices over and over again. Thank you to our amazing team. None of this is dependent on one person. It is because there is a team of people who care passionately and work hard every day. I especially want to thank our clinic director, Stacy Wethington. She came on with us in February and really took us over the finish line to ensure that this clinic could be open, and she is an amazing, amazing asset. We are so lucky to have her. Thank you to all of our volunteers. Many of them are up here, our generous providers who donate their time so that we can offer this service at minimal cost and be able to ensure it's free. Thank you to everybody who's volunteered in our clinic over the years. Thank you especially to our students this summer, Alyssa and Sam, who have been with us all summer, helping to ensure that we get open. And thank you to a new thing that we started with our clinic, our spiritual advisory committee. We know one of the things that always gives me peace is I know that we are doing the work that God wants for his people, and therefore he will bless us in the ways that he sees fit. And we are so grateful for that committee to give us guidance and coverage in everything that we do. There are a few key donors that have made this possible, and I want to thank them really quick. Thank you to the Maxon Foundation, who made contributions to the UK College of Medicine. They used that to furnish our lab. When you get up there, you will be blown away, and a number of other things for the clinic that have really transformed how a free clinic can operate. Thank you to the Deaconess Foundation, the R.C. Durr Foundation, the Dries Family Foundation, the Al Kinkle Family Foundation. I loved Al. I got to know him a little bit before he passed away, and his daughters and family have continued his legacy of generosity in our community, and we're so grateful. Thank you to the Young Family Foundation, the Uniware Foundation, the Jacob G. Schmidlap Charitable Trust, the AMP Foundation, and the East Row Historic District, as well as our anonymous donors and our individual donors. There are so many that have given generously so that we could bring this to our community. So will you join me in thanking all of them? I would now like to welcome John Hayden, who is the city manager of Newport. He is generous enough to give us his time and gracious enough to say a few words for us. So John, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate all of you being here and the work that Faith Community Pharmacy and now the clinic is bringing to the city. It's a real difference maker. If you look at the numbers, the significant, like 60% reduction in ambulance calls, significant reduction in hospitalization because of the resources and the service that's provided by this organization. And what a win for the community that they come in here and place a free clinic in one of our historic structures. And we're just so excited to have them. And on behalf of the City of Newport, we have our Vice Mayor, Julie Smith-Morrow here, Commissioner Mike Radwanski, as well as our Assistant City Manager, Brian Steffen, and various members of our staff who've come out because of the important and the good work that is being done and will be done in this location. So we're just so excited to have you guys. We appreciate the mission and the charge that you have, and we appreciate the service that you're providing to our community and the region at large. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you for being here. I really cannot tell you enough how great of a city it is, and it starts with its leadership. So thank you for your generosity and for your time. I'd like to welcome our volunteer medical director. That is a huge ask of somebody to take on the role of medical director for a primary clinic. But graciously, Dr. Rob Tracy has taken that on for us. He has been on our board of directors for a number of years, and I will tell you, Rob has worked tirelessly in our community for those disenfranchised, those that have struggled to afford health care, and he has done it with a heart of compassion and generosity along with his wife, Randy. And we are so grateful that he graciously gives not only his time, but his wisdom, his effort, and all of his hard work to make this dream a reality. So thank you for being here, Rob.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor, for those kind words. So all, I want to welcome you today to celebrate this momentous occasion of Northern Kentucky. We gather at this ribbon cutting ceremony to recognize what was once a vision become a reality. For 20 plus years, Faith Community Pharmacy has successfully and dutifully served thousands of our neighbors who have struggled to find the resources to afford their prescriptions. Throughout this time, it was evident that securing prescriptions was not only their only healthcare related struggle. All too often our clients would come and go from the pharmacy, not because they no longer needed our support of this vital lifeline, but because they couldn't afford access to health care in a system there where they could not find a provider they could afford. It was this void that the Faith Community Pharmacy Health Board Network recognized and began a quest to fill. A large gap in accessing health care needs in our community. Today, we stand in what was once a vision, is now brick and mortar, ready to serve those individuals without insurance in a dignified setting. Opening the doors of this clinic does not come without a lot of challenges, obstacles, and struggles. The generous and financial and technical support from individuals and organizations in our community have allowed this clinic to be possible. We are extremely grateful for those in the community who have recognized this void and generously donated to Faith Community Health Network. Our visions cannot become reality without philanthropic backings of those in the community who are willing to give of their time and treasures. I would like to acknowledge the hard work and support of our Faith Community Health Network board and our board of director, Aaron Brumall. Their efforts, time, and expertise have helped bring this vision to reality. I'd like to also acknowledge Faith Community Clinic Board, specifically Aaron Brumall, Stacey Wethington, Kelly Eplin, Amy Barnes, and Dr. Holly Daneman, whose hard work and countless hours to turn this vision into a reality. Also, again, I'd like to acknowledge the hard work of our employees, and specifically Molly Boring, Becky Seeger, Kim Bradford, and Stacey Wethington, who have worked countless hours to bring this to completion. There are many other folks that we can acknowledge, and specifically Dr. Jeremy Hart, who works at St. Elizabeth, who helped us coordinate our lab and our point of care testing, and secure volunteers. Also would like to acknowledge Seven Hills, who helped us get this space prepared, and they prayed over our space. Gravity Diagnostics has been a good community partner, offering lab services that we can't provide here at the clinic at a very discounted rate. And I would remiss not to thank our medical students at the University of Kentucky, Northern Kentucky campus, because they helped us do mock clinics to get the clinic running and from trials. And finally, I want to acknowledge and graciously thank those generous providers that are here and those that are volunteering to provide this valuable service to our patients. Almost done. In a very short time, the Faith Community Clinic has been open. We have significantly impacted the lives of patients who have contributed to the education of regional medical students. From day one of the clinic, it was evident that this faith-based clinic was more than just healthcare. We recognized that our patients needed not only spiritual, but they also needed help with many of their social determinants of health, and we look forward to working with our community partners to provide this so they can have and lead a dignified life like the rest of us all richly deserve. Thank you.
You know, I think one of the foundations of our organization is that at the end of the day, our work comes down to people. And one of the things I am most proud of, and I can't take credit for it, our staff can, is that we always focus on the person. That there is an individual in front of us who is struggling, who is scared, who doesn't know where to turn, and they walk in our doors. And when they do, they're greeted with a smile. They're treated with dignity and respect. We learn their name and we learn their story, because advancing somebody to health is more than just diagnosis and medication, as critically important as that is. But it's speaking dignity back into the single mom who's working 2 part-time jobs and doesn't get health care. It's dignity to the child whose dad just lost his job and they lost their health insurance. It's dignity to our friends and neighbors that are working hard in small businesses who can't afford to provide health care insurance. It's dignity to those businesses whose employees can be counted on to show up at work again because they're getting their basic health care needs. Our first patient that came to us, I want to tell you about her real quick and then we'll go upstairs. First patient that came to us, she had recently lost her job because she had uncontrolled diabetes. She was fearful for her life. She didn't know where she was going to turn. She came to us and we met her with dignity and respect. Even in the chaos of being a first patient and us trying to figure it out, she was treated as the most important person in the room. We prayed with her and spoke hope into her. We diagnosed her, we ran lab tests, we gave her medication, and now she is stable, and now she is on a path to rejoin our workforce and continue to take care of her family and do what she needs to do to make this community better. It's always about people. So thank you for your commitment to be here today. Thank you to all of you who put people first. Who it's not just a name and it's not just a number and it's not just a calculation of how much we did. It's every person that walks in this door that learns that they are valuable because we're here and because we care about them. And none of that is possible without all of you. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of all of us. And now let's celebrate by cutting this ribbon and then we'll go upstairs and show you this beautiful space. We would now love to welcome you upstairs to give you a little bit of direction. Right inside this door on the right is Faith Community Pharmacy. If you've never visited there before, we invite you to walk through there and see some of the great stuff we do in our pharmacy. Our clinic is on the 3rd floor. If you go all the way to the back of this hall and turn right, there is an elevator. You get off on the 3rd floor and we're right in front of you. If you don't want to wait on the elevator, there are stairs if you just walk past the elevator and walk up to the 3rd floor. We have some great refreshments and we'd love to show you around what we're so proud of that we made. Thank you again for being here.